That caught us by surprise, didn't it, Joe?
Welcome back. Hope you had a nice lunch. We've got the first of our finals, which is the Honda Cadets, which have just been released. This will come as no surprise that when I tell you who's at the front of this grid. Standing start, remember, and this is the all-important 10-minute final. Maximise your points for this one. Archie Loveridge is our pole position driver with 0 points, meaning absolute maximised in the superheats. Ryan White. Can Ryan White do anything about Archie Loveridge here at Rowrah? That's what the question that's going to be answered now. Behind these two, on the second row is Ed Spain and Kevin Ivanov. Row 3 is Riley Blakemore and Archie Cannon. Now we've got Ronnie Smart and Jack Wykes. Row 5, Freddie Budd and Daniel Barton. And then row 6, Ella Dixon and Jaden Patel. Scott doing a great job there, the novice driver, up into 12th spot on the 6th row of the grid for the final. Jane Prakash, Oliver Ratton, Noah Clare, Luke Jardine, Dino Rowlands, Ollie Knox, Harley Bradbury, Stretton, Sophie Morris, Jacob Letherby, Finley Thursfield. And then this huge field of 25 carts rounded off by the novices, Jerry Dufficy, James Pearson and Reggie Dufficy. It's going to be a cracker,
well
Nick.
Done. Considering you were 2/3 of the way down a wrap a minute ago.
A minute? Like 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, there was quite a long queue. We weren't at the front of it. First world problems. Let's go.
The engine revs rise. There's your duration of the final 10 minutes. So slightly longer than we've seen so far in the heats and the super heats. And it's side by side into the chicane and into that left-hand apex has gone Ryan White to take the lead as the rest of the field stream through. And Ryan White has been shot out of a cannon out the chicane and has a huge lead as he comes through the first of the hairpins at McRae's down towards Iredale's. He leads this field of Honda Cadet 200s out onto the back straight, and it is Archie Loveridge who's saying, how dare you, pesky Ryan White? That's my first place that I've earned with pole position, and he's not going to let this go by too easily, is he, Nick?
No, it's good for us because a little bit concerned if Archie got in the lead, which he's now going to do.
St
John's knows he lost momentum doing that curb hop. It looked like a perfect move.
That was a bit messy, to be honest, mate. And here it comes again. This time he makes room. He makes room for himself down the inside at paddock, and Ryan White's been hung out to dry on the outside. White's going to have to hang on for second place, but it's the number 72 with Ed Spain who hangs on with all he can through the chicane, and Ryan White from first to fourth in a matter of 2 corners.
Yeah, and it was bad news for Ryan there because he actually let Archie do the over, and he was going to try and do the under, but Ed Spain got in the way.
Yeah, Ed Spain was like, hang on, well, I'm coming through. Riley Blakemore was the other driver who went through as well.
He's gone wide to cut back, and if he comes to cut back, he can't because there's a cart there.
And he had to then steer to the left and go around the outside, but he's going to come back, isn't he? He's down into fourth now with those 2 carts ahead of him. We've got Archie Loveridge, who once again has checked out.
It's tight behind him, and there goes Ryan White trying to get the position back again. Gets slightly cut off as they go around to the Paddock Hill Bend. Paddock Hill Bend, remember Brands Hatch all of a sudden. And they stick back in the same position. Loveridge now has got 9/10 of a second. As we go down to the first 20% of the race has gone. And it's looking a little bit like Ed Spain's trying to make a position his own. He's just, I know it only looks like a couple of cart lengths, but most anyone's had really in this area. There's his teammate, Riley Blakemore, who are the blue and whites?
Ambition. And then Ambition second and third.
Ryan White, I'm sure, is not happy with fourth. He did lead for a few corners.
Where has Loveridge gone?
He's leading.
I know.
So far ahead.
He's leading by... Where's he gone?
No, hang on, he's gone. He's gone. Loveridge is gone.
Where's Archie Loveridge gone? He's gone. He's disappeared. We've lost the leader.
Where
is Archie Loveridge?
Loveridge off the track. What's happening
as they come through, the first cart through and out of paddock to complete 3 laps is actually Ed Spain leads. Riley Blakemore second, Ryan White third, Archie Cannon fourth, Jack Wykes, Daniel Barton, Ella Dixon, Jaden Patel Scott.
I can't even see his cart anywhere.
Archie Loveridge came through in 24th last time by.
But he's come through again, so he's had a major incident.
He's off.
No, he's
actually
he's
off.
Gone. Yeah. I can't see him anywhere, so I don't know where he is. He must have gone off right at the bottom of the circuit.
He may have pulled in. You all right, Ned? He may have pulled in.
Really
that is tragic.
Tragically bad
That
luck
is
for him.
absolute tragic. as Ryan White there made the move for second spot. We've now got a battle there. Ryan White in the Ambition Motorsport sandwich, heading towards paddock turn.
Well,
that is an absolute... I can't
real
tell you.
Look, isn't it?
I have no words for Archie Loveridge.
You dominate a meeting and then there's some sort of mechanical takes you out whilst you were leading.
Absolutely dominated. And he'd pulled out quite a gap before we lost him there. But Ryan White can see now that there's no Archie Loveridge there, as can Ed Spain. Now, Ed Spain, we've seen how quick these Ambition Motorsport drivers can be. And we know how quick the number 1 is. That's why he's carrying the number 1. This
is a bit of a gift. We've not had a great meeting in comparison to running a major rival.
Oh.
And the major rival has an issue. Now, the thing is, he's already obviously got a lot of points. It won't be enough. He won't have dropped this round, unfortunately, because of the issues with a poor score in the main final. But he has taken points off the how good a round it could be for anyone else by topping the heats and the super heats.
Yeah, we're about half a minute.
We're clutching at straws for him here.
We are. I mean, we're about half a minute. I mean, he came into this round in third place. His best result was a second place podium step at Warden Law for round 3. He's got a good points haul, but this is where his points haul will be reduced, as we've got the two leaders going side by side through the McRae hairpin. And now Blakemore comes in.
Having a real think about getting past White now. And who's that little sneaky up in the background there? And the multicoloured machine behind them, both of them?
It's Archie Cannon and Jack White.
Yeah, it's Cannon.
Cannon and Whites. This was the move down the inside. Just defending was Ryan White after coming out with McRae side by side with Blakemore. This is a great battle, though. Now,
I mean, this is what we would have been filming anyway. Just we would have had Archie Loveridge like 3 seconds up the road. But luckily, it's for the lead.
Yeah, it is now for the lead. It's all for the top honours. Through Paddock Bend, and Ryan White has slid very wide.
There. That couldn't be where he wanted to be.
That's not where he wanted to be. He's waving his hands. I'm not quite sure what he's trying to say. But we've now got an Ambition Motorsport 1-2.
Is he trying to say that wasn't where I wanted to be?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure whether he thinks. I mean, it was just he turned into paddock and then he just kept on sliding.
Yeah.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kart training on the cadets. That's not uncommon. Sometimes I've seen. There was one point I saw a cadet race at Warden Law, probably a British Champs. We had a 30 kart train.
He's gone.
Yeah, he did. He's just slid wide.
Maybe
Joe, he hit the curb on the inside.
They've had a set of tyres for the entire. I think it's one set of tyres permitting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So are they getting a little bit? Excuse the word,
tired
after five runs?
Yeah.
TIRED rather than TYR.
Remember they did the heats yesterday.
Yeah, so 5 runs, haven't they, on them?
Yeah. Yeah, and Ambition now 1 and 2 with Ed Spin and Riley Blakemore. They'll come through to complete another lap 7. I'm actually joined by a Synergy driver. What's your name? Are you Logan Rolfe? Hello, Logan.
He's going to pay you off.
See, I don't know what you look like. Logan Rolfe's just watching. You don't have to pay me. You've had a good day so far, haven't you, Logan? Yeah. I don't know what you guys look like without your helmets, you see. Logan Rolfe we'll see out later on in Michael Max?
Or Intermax, which one was it? There's so many different...
My head's full of Honda cadets.
You look at a child, and the child's about that nebulous 10 to 13 age. Right, Could be any one of the races apart from the Bambinos.
Yeah. So, just under 3 minutes still to go. This is not over. I'm not quite sure what it's going to deliver, Nick, but I'm pretty sure it's not over yet. We've got Ed Spin leading, Riley Blakemore, Ryan White, Archie Cannon, Jack Wykes, Daniel Barton, Ronnie Smart, Ella Dix, Jaden Patel, Scott up to 9th. The first of the novices into the top 10 and ahead of Kevin Ivanov. Here's, remember our little our interview with Jaden Patel, Scott, at Warden Law went down a treat on the internet, didn't it? As Ryan White takes that second place back.
Come on board, because that was when his first meetings. He was right towards the rear end, learning, still on the display.
I know.
And now
he's inside the top 10 there last time,
which is a huge improvement in a month and a half.
Right, got Ryan White now. He's got his composure back, and he is now chasing down the leader. He's got one Ambition driver out the way. Don't forget Archie Cannon on the 42. He's not too far away as they go through the chicane at Rowrah and then fire out of there down to McRae's. And if anything, the number 68 of Riley Blakemore beginning to lose a bit of contact there to Ryan White. So
White's certainly got that little comfort gap if he doesn't even look over his shoulder for a couple of laps. Then again, he needs to try and find a way of just easing back up towards Spain.
Well, Ed Spain had a podium at round 1 at Wilton. There's Ryan White down the inside. Ryan White onto the top step of the podium at the moment, but Ed Spain, who finished behind Ryan White at round 1, will want to get ahead of him. And these two have now closed back up towards the Riley Blakemore and Archie Cannon. We've seen that so many times at the stewardesses, haven't we?
Much more side by side than normal. That one.
And he's done it. He's done it before we come out of the replay. He's already lost the lead, but Ryan White's going to have that lead back at Royal Rouge. Yeah. Into the chicane now.
Can I just point out Douglas Downey, come on Archie Cannon, he says, who's currently
Archie Cannon's about to go down the inside.
Is there space for him? No.
Bit of wheel banging, 3 wide out of McRae's. Archie Cannon has to settle back to 4th. It all looked like it was about to kick off there. It's all settled down, with Ryan White looking over his shoulder on the back straight, heading towards the stewardesses. Into the stewardesses' defensive driving there. A little bit of weaving across to optimise the line through, but these 4 now glued together. It'll be the last lap board next time by. Ryan White has to defend through the right-hander at St John's. It's going to compromise this one, but everyone's compromised, to be honest, Nick.
Yeah. Great racing. This is really.
Are they going to get across the line? 4.
Just wondering.
3, 2, 1. They have, you know. They absolutely have.
By 2 seconds is a penalty for 28. Who's 28? It's a penalty.
28's down the order, I think. It's Ollie Knox down in 12th.
Interesting. What have he done for that?
2 laps to go. They got across the line with 1 second to go. 1 second to go. Here we go. Ryan White. He's got to hold back these. He would have absolutely been delighted with 1 lap. Now remember, Ryan was the winner of round 1 and round 2. He was 4th at his home track at Warden Law. Here he comes out of the stewardesses. He's having to defend into St John's. Absolutely all over him is Ed Spain, from left to right behind him.
This is really going to condense those 4 right up now. Anyone can be
Ed
up
Spain down the inside of Paddock.
Eased him out. Will Blakemore be able to get him as well? He has. So the ambition drivers, with an ambitious move, have moved into 1st and 2nd.
Great move from both teams, and now we've got Blakemore, who's acting as a cushion to Ed Spain, and Archie Cannon's not that far behind. Look at that defensive driving into McRae's, but Ryan White sort of gets himself down the inside, but he's going to lose out, and he's actually going to be into 4th by the time they get to Idales. He does the switchback though. It's going to be we've got a cart that's gone sideways, and that looked like it was Riley Blakemore who was sideways out of Idales.
Wow.
That's let Ed Spain off into the lead. Ryan White forces his way by Archie Cannon into the stewardesses, and off down towards the St John's right-hander. This is let Ed Spain, who has only had a 2nd place podium at round 1. He's been off the podium at rounds 2 and 3, and it will be Ed Spain who comes through to take the checkered flag in entertaining style, I've got to say. That was a cracking race.
There we go. I thought I saw press the button. So he's come in, and it's a squeeze, isn't it?
Well, Blakemore, if Blakemore had stayed on the left, he would have been all right.
Cannon
but
didn't want to hit him, and Cannon nowhere to go.
Cannon had Ryan White on his right, so there was a 3. It was 3 wide. Yeah. You could argue he brought that on himself, because if he didn't turn right and kept the steering straight, the 3 of them would have went towards the stewardesses side by side.
Yeah. I mean, Archie kind of went, I can't go anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ed Spain takes the win at round 4. Ryan White will join him on the podium.
Blakemore recovered to 9th.
For 2nd, Archie Cannon 3rd step of the podium. Jack Wykes was 4th, Daniel Barton 5th, 6th was Jaden Patel Scott.
Good lad, well done.
Cracking race there. Ella Dixon 7th, Kevin Ivanov. Where did Kevin Ivanov disappear to in the final? He's been there